convergence of lawyers, researchers, teachers, perhaps future judges, all of them together. And all this is for what? There are two things which I will share with you. One is, by the end of this 1 week program, what have you achieved? I don't know whether you realized or not. You got to know what we call a technique of moving closer towards truth. The technique and method of moving slightly closer towards the truth. Why so? It is for the reason that truth is unique in itself and doesn't manifest itself in its original form. Never. It will never happen. That is the struggle that we find every day. In every case which comes before us, we need to struggle to find out where the truth lies. Whether it is a fact is not known to us. So we adopt a method where we call it adversarial litigation. And we have a lawyer on one side, another lawyer on the other side. Both of them argue and place the facts before us. And that also doesn't reveal the truth. See the uniqueness about this fact. It doesn't reveal the truth. What we need to do, therefore, is to pick up that fact which is closest to truth, which means its probability. That's the technique. Exactly, this is what a lawyer does. Lawyer puts before the court what he believes to be the best that could be said in the worst of the cases. And today, coming to the techniques that you sought to learn today in the last week, you were taught the various methods. I wish I had time to attend them. It's so very important. Formulating the proposal, testing the hypothesis, the method of legal writing, how to use the existing books and articles, the method of research, how to adopt multidisciplinary approach, empiricism, that is moving away from theoretical part of it and moving closer to how life works itself in reality. That's very different from the theory. Theory is extremely important. But then the way the theory translates into action, the way you look at it, then you compare whether the theory is right or wrong. You create yet another theory on the basis of what you actually see. These are real practical, pragmatic things which sharpens your sword. You are soldiers today. You are soldiers in this universe asked to find out where the truth is. Truth is not a fact. Truth is, as he has said, some knowledge based on fact and the wisdom that comes out of it. Equality is not a fact. Fraternity is not a fact. These are all principles. That how do you come closer to it is the real challenge. So the technique that you have learned is of immense value, and this is what we all do every day. I was saying about convergence, right? We all do the same thing. Over a period of time, your research, your writings will be the basis for a lawyer to pick up what another perspective that can be placed before the court. This is happening. It's not some theory I'm saying. This is how it happens. After having done great amount of research, you draw some conclusions, and those conclusions give a proper perspective of how, for example, you can understand what an industry is. Somebody writes an article, so that is placed before us, a lawyer looks into it. And then of those articles, whichever are the best, we pick up and we give a judgment. Life doesn't stop there, because our judgment could be flawed. It's again, somebody will write saying that it is far away from truth. So there is yet another research and yet another comment on how the judgment is wrong. So on the one hand, you will see that this process of making our society a better place to live requires convergence of various other professions, the teaching profession, the lawyer profession, the researcher's profession, and then the religious profession. This is convergence of all that, and for future also. How is it future? There's a second part of it. Because it's not episodic. As life goes on, this research moves on, truth keeps changing. What you call a proto-truth keeps changing. Ultimate truth is the same. We move towards it. So what we need to do is to institutionalize it. Institutionalization is one of the most important things. I remember the Justice Venkatacharya speaking somewhere. He said the problem in our country is that the peaks of our people, capabilities of our people, are as high as anywhere in the world. So we have the best doctors, best engineers, best contractors, best lawyers, great judges. In every field and any field, you'll have the greatest of the people. But when you go by the average, it could be lower than anywhere in the world. Why that gap? We'll have to ask ourselves that question. So the team spirit, or in other words, institutionalization has not happened. That transition we have lost. That's the endeavor I think all of us are trying to do. Building up institutions that are long-lasting, institutions that are hand-holding, institutions which over a period of time develop, sustain, evolve and sustain cultures. It is not in the written text, it is in the culture that we form, accept, adopt and then keep moving on. So it is in this context I would like to emphasize the importance of institutionalizing. Individuals, I think I have no doubt, we are at par with anywhere across the world. We have the best of the minds, we are the most capable people, extremely hardworking, focused. But then that connectivity of all of us togetherness, that fraternity in the form of institutionalization is necessary. One small example is what you have been mentored today, and this is a speck of the institutionalization that has happened. And as I was saying, again coming back to the topics that are there, you were also taught logical reasoning. You know, the heart of the method of finding the truth is the logic. We live by two principles. Huh? One is, first principle is reasoning. Reasoning alone is our method. And the belief is only courage. Method is reasoning, belief is courage. Why courage? Courage is for the simple reason that you should have the courage and conviction to move towards the truth. These are the techniques which I have taught you. The technique of logical reasoning, what does it teach you? Logic tells you that this, whether it is spirituality, whether it is law, whether it is sports or whatever it may be, there are about 14 principles, which I think very beautifully formulated one of the Jain theories of logic, which was again formulated by Gautama in Nyaya Shastra. It says Pramana, Prameya, Samsaya, Prayojana, Siddhanta, Drishtanta, Avyaya, Siddhanta, Drishtanta, Avyaya, Tarka, Nirnaya, Vada, Jalpa, Vitanda, Hetva, Bhasa, Chala, Jati, Nigraha, Sthana. These are 18 principles. Why are they simple? It will tell you what is the method of going closer to the truth. What are the right pramanas? That is, on what basis do you go? You don't go by assumptions, right? You go by the basic things as what your sense organ says. Definition of a fact is there in the Evidence Act. What you perceive through your sense organs is a fact. Then examples, which are the correct ways of example? What is a doubt? There is a definition of what is doubt. There is a question here. Formulating is a proposal of finding. What is a doubt? You must first of all know what exactly is the doubt. What is the question? You raise a wrong question, you will get a wrong answer. So that's a technique that you have